Good day, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to Softball Media. Champions League football is back. So exciting to see. Two games before we start getting the knockout rounds. Say they don't extend our group stage normally. It used to be 6 games. 6 games now. Play three people 2 times. 6 games. But right now it's 8 games and just 2 games before we start getting the full excitement of the Champions League. But this new format to give us good excitement. Why? Because those fixtures wey we dey get for a knockout normally now we dey get them many for the group stage. So it's a good one to see. Even though the new format upset some fans, even myself included, but we still dey enjoy am dey go like that because there are so many fixtures you like to watch. In this match day 7, the first game for match day 7. There are so many games in the Champions League, but me, I just like to talk about the Premier League teams that qualified, and then the three La Liga teams that I talk about during La Liga preview. So let's just get into it. Bodo Glimt versus Man City 6:45 today. After Man City chop am for Old Trafford, conceded 5 goals. They cancel the VAR just the help Guardiola. Just they cancel goals, but still change the fact say Manchester United played better than Guardiola in that game and still won the game comfortably with a clean sheet. It's good one to see for Manchester United, and for Manchester City. They've not won a game in the Premier League in 2026, and Champions League is just beginning in 2026, and they would like to go back to winning ways, even though it's not the Premier League yet. I feel like Man City will be winning this game. Haaland go use them this one take shop. He don't too hungry for a long time. More than Semenyo and them, Doku, they go use them this Bodo Glimt to rub. They go use them to put body back in order just in case anything wrong. You don't understand. So I believe Manchester City should be winning this game at least 3-1, 3-1 win for me. Then Tottenham versus Dortmund 9 p.m. on Tuesday. This both teams, Tottenham and Dortmund, they have the same win rate this season in the Champions League. Both they've played 6 games in the Champions League. Both have won 3 games. Both have drew 2 games, and both have lost 1 game on the same point. 11 points in the Champions League this season, and Tottenham this season so far they've not been good in the Premier League. 15th in the table. I don't even know how Thomas Frank still have a job. I don't know how that guy still. I don't know is it the third Tottenham board, but he just employed one of Everton's legend, if he can be considered that. Alan Heitinger. If you know him, you know him in the days of Everton, them Coma, when Coma was in his prime. Baines, Leighton Baines. I mean, and what's that his name? That left back Baines, small guy, smallish guy. He plays as a left back for Everton those days. If you watch football those days, you know who I'm talking about. That guy Pepe Peter Cech. And then now he get one free kick where he scored Peter Cech that year. Those Chelsea fans that watch football that time, that started watching football those days, they will understand who I'm talking about. His name is Baines. He plays as a left back. He played with them Heitinger and them Coleman and all that. So that Heitinger, Thomas Frank just employed the guy as his assistant coach, and I hope they can move the club forward. Maybe not this Champions League and they deceive Tottenham. Maybe not this Champions League position. They feel like okay, maybe we can still go far in the Champions League and collect some millions. Thomas Frank is still doing some things. Are they looking at the lab? But I feel like the guy's job like this now rope the whole on. That's what I feel, because anytime from now, any bad result from now, anytime they can sack Thomas Frank. You should be very, very careful and should be back to winning ways. Imagine West Ham beating you at your home 2-1. West Ham battling relegation. Tottenham need to sit up before you know now. Then go that relegation position. I just hope that's not the case for them. Then Inter versus Arsenal 9 p.m. today. This is the one I'm looking forward to. I really like to watch games like this. Like I said before, games like this are supposed to come during the knockout stage of the competition of the Champions League, but this new format of the group stage has given us more, and it's good to see. It's good to see. And the last time these two teams met, Inter won 1-0 at San Siro. Arsenal going to San Siro again, obviously. Arsenal is sitting on top of the Premier League table with 50 points. I think 7 points gap from the second place. Then Inter Milan so sitting on the top of the Serie A on 49 points. I think 3 points off AC Milan. So it's a battle of the top guys who go win this one. But it's at San Siro, it will be a bit difficult for us now to win. They are very good defensively there, and they are a team on form. For the past 5 years, Inter have been on a run of more Champions League final. They've gone to like two Champions League finals in the last 5 6 years, if I'm not mistaken. Then when City won it, now them did the final. Then when PSG won it, now them did the final. So in the space of 5 6 years, Inter have gone to two Champions League finals. Not even talking of when they left uh prior to the final, and they've won league two league titles, like I think one or two league titles. Inter have been up there. They have been doing very, very, very well. I commend them. Um Arsenal have won all 6 games at the Champions League this season. 100% record for Champions League this season for Arsenal. Will they continue the 100% record at San Siro? We just have to wait and see. But this game, I believe Arsenal cannot beat Inter at San Siro. They can't beat Inter at San Siro. I feel like this game will end in favor of Inter Milan again. I feel like Inter Milan will win this game. 2-1 win for me. Mikel Arteta has improved that team a lot. If Mikel Arteta wins the EPL this season, they are going to go on a run of trophies. I don't know the trophies they are going to be winning, but they are going to go on a run of trophies. They've tested the waters. They know how it is. They've beaten Madrid. Do you understand? They've beaten the big boys in the Champions League too. PSG just narrowly escaped them. If Arsenal had won PSG, I believe Arsenal would have won the Champions League last season. That's what I believe. But it didn't happen. And like I said before, I feel like if Ateta just tastes one big trophy, it's going to be a run of big trophies for them, major trophies, because he has a very young team in his hand. Very, very young team in his hand, and he will keep developing these boys. And one thing I like about Ateta is that he gives a lot of young players time to play football. He gives them chances upon chances to prove themselves. That is one thing I like about Ateta. You understand? But I don't know what went wrong with that one Airy boy. I don't know. I'm not an Arsenal fan. I don't watch their game as much, but I watch some of their games. So I don't know if it's injury that is worrying one area, or so. Even that Lewis Kelly, I like that Lewis Kelly a lot. That's one thing I like about Teta, giving these young boys, and he knows how to scout these boys that are very, very good. The guy coach just like Guardiola and Barcelona, the way Barcelona handle their club. They like to give young talents chances to play football. Very talented young talent. So, and he knows how to harness their talent. He knows how to make them fit into the team almost immediately. That's one thing I admire about Arteta. Looking at him, Saliba and the rest. Saliba is just 22, I be 23, even if he's up to. So you see, these guys, they are young, and if they start winning trophies at this early stage of their life, bro, it's going to be a long run for us now. It's going to be a long, good run for us now. All those their European trophy wait might probably end in the next 2 3 years if Ateta finally gets his hand on that Premier League this season. But this game, I feel like they won't win this game. They will not win this game, but they can. But they won't win this game at San Siro. Inter Milan will just narrowly escape us now. 2-1 win for me. Then Real Madrid versus Monaco, 9 p.m. today. I thought Mbappe will not play that Levante game. That was news flying around. All this Madrid accounts say for Twitter. Now they mislead Percy. I don't know if he changed the mind last minute, but I thought Mbappe was not going to play that Levante game, and he was in doubt for this Monaco. But now he played that game. Even started, scored a penalty, and was mimicking the goalkeeper. Before he played the penalty, the keeper was like, so after I scored, he was mimicking the goalkeeper. It was a good one to see. Mbappe, like I said, Mbappe is the best striker in the world for me. Those that know me knows Mbappe is my goat. Since Ronaldo left Europe, Mbappe has been my my second goat, and we all know his qualities. He's the best player in the world. No doubt about that. Some people keep doubting Mbappe, and Mbappe keep proving them wrong. Sometimes Madrid don't have the best group stage. We all know that. But you see that knockout stage, Real Madrid is one of a kind in knockout stages, and I can't wait for the Champions League knockout stage to come. And this game, Real Madrid versus Monaco. Pogba might play this game because he's in Monaco already. I hope he's not injured. I don't follow Monaco news and all that, but I hope Pogba is not injured. And if he's not, I like to see him play against Madrid. You know, players like this, they would like to play against those top clubs and give their all so as to show the world that they still got it. So this is a game I would love to watch too. I don't know. Champions League. Now, so it be so many interesting games at the same time. But I'll be switching from one this because I'll be watching it in my house, so I'll be switching from one Super Sports to the other. But this game, Real Madrid Monaco at Bernabeu, I feel like Real Madrid should be getting the swing. 3-1 win for me. Mbappe should have another good night. Vinicius too should have a good night because Vinicius is made for the Champions League, if you know the kind of player he is. Then Galatasaray versus Atletico Madrid, 6:45 p.m. on Wednesday, anyone you call Galatasaray, Atletico Madrid. I don't know if Osimhen is back at Galatasaray and ready to play this game, but this should be an interesting tie. They still have a couple of good players at Galatasaray that can fight for them, but you know, as all these small teams they be, no matter the quality where you get, small team will be small team. I don't know. They might have a good run of 1 or 2 seasons, but small team they always be small. I don't know if that thing is normal or is universe doing it. If I have, let's say, Bernardo Silva, couple of good players, like take Dortmund for case study right now. Dortmund have quality players in the past. They had likes of Sancho, Haaland, all in the same team, but they could not win the Champions League. Why? Big team will always remain big team. I don't know how that thing comes about, but big team will always be big team. They just have this big team factor, the winning mentality, the will to go for more. That's just the difference between big team and small team. Some of these small teams, they have quality players. You've seen it over the years that some of these small teams, their quality players are those players that help the big team win trophies after they have bought them from those small teams. Like see Haaland now for Dortmund, went to Man City, helped them win the Champions League. They just go, they are just hungry for more. I just feel like they just have the zeal to go for more. That's just the difference between a small team and a big team. Marseille versus Liverpool, 9 p.m. on Wednesday. Greenwood is on fire this season. Greenwood is on fire. He's the top scorer of League One with 12 goals. Greenwood is on fire. Like I used to tell people, Greenwood, if he was still in Manchester United, you will still tell Greenwood is not a player to flop. He's just that good. I never believed for one Saka or Foden when they all came out together. I never believed they were better than Greenwood. Greenwood was in front of them when it comes to rating when they all just came out then. Greenwood was that good. Rooney was in the team, Rashford was on the team, Martial was in the team, but Greenwood was our best finisher as at then. Imagine being the best finisher ahead of Waza. Bro, Greenwood was that good. I like to see him back at Manchester United, but you know, some of these fans they're not good like because of what happened between Greenwood and his current relationship. And Liverpool had a shameful draw at Anfield, 1-1 draw against Burnley. Very shameful, and they'll be looking to get back to winning ways against Marseille. But Marseille is a side in form. They are third on League One. In fact, Lens is stopping League One. I didn't believe my eyes when I saw it. Lens, the top league. I say Lens gets the ability to see more this season. Maybe now why they top the League One. So, but Lens is stopping the League One. It's good one to see that sometimes some of these other teams can still come up to do some wonderful things in football, and it's good to see. But I believe that PSG will later still win that league, or probably Marseille. This game, Liverpool would like to win this game so as to move up to top 8. But it go hard. You know, see top 8 9 be automatic qualification. From 9 go 21, 20 something or so. Have to play playoffs to eliminate some teams again, but Liverpool want to win this game. But at Marseille, it will be very, very difficult. It will be very, very difficult to win at Marseille. But I see this game ending as a 2-1 win for Marseille. Greenwood getting one goal. They are not the 8 on Liverpool. I'm just saying what I think will end this match. I think Marseille will win this game 2-1. Then Newcastle versus PSV, 9 p.m. Wednesday. Newcastle have not won a game in 3 games now, and they'll be looking to bounce back against PSV at St. James Park. They won their cup tie, I think, the EFL Cup or so. No, the FA Cup. But it was in penalties they won that one. That is 8-7 or so. They won that game in penalties, but they've not won a game for 90 minutes since 3 games now, and they'll be looking to bounce back to win, beat PSV, but can they? We'll find out. But I believe Newcastle should be winning this game. 2-1 win for me. Then Slavia Praha versus Barcelona 9 p.m. Wednesday. Barcelona losing to Real Sociedad when I thought they would go 12 games out of 12 games because they had the second best winning streak, 11 games out of 11 under Hansi Flick. The first, like I said before, was in 2005 2006 season. Frank Rijkaard's team thought they would go 12 out of 12 against Real Sociedad, but they couldn't. Hansi Flick coming out to blame the referee, saying that everybody saw what he did and all that stuff. But he said that I don't want to waste my energy on speaking on this guy, which is the referee. Everyone in the stadium or television saw what he did tonight. Sometimes some of these coaches, when they all lose, they come out to blame the referee. But I didn't watch the game, but I believe that it would have been very, very tough for Barcelona. I saw some of the highlights. Real Betis would have had more goals. In fact, he could have had more goals, and Yamal created good chances too in that game, but his teammates were not taking it, and Yomo and the rest firing blank in that game, and they defeated them. They couldn't go 12 out of 12, but this game, I believe Barcelona should be beating this Slavia Praha. They should be using it to, say when you don't shop the feet, you get some kind of teams where you go meet, say, blessing, and then this one will take comeback home, and then this one will take arrange body back. So I see Barca winning this game. I see Barcelona winning this game. 3-1 win for me. Then Chelsea versus Pafos, 9 p.m. Wednesday. This Liam Rosenio, there's the package teams for you. Just they win the goal. But that win against Brentford was impressive with clean sheets too. Because I know how many teams have played Brentford, even Manchester United. They collect for Brentford this season, but not at Old Trafford though. But Brentford has been very, very difficult to beat. Beating Brentford with a clean sheet is very, very commendable from Liam Rosenio. He's beginning to gel with the team, putting them together. Garnacho has been one piece that has been helping do that. And I hope he continues this way because I don't talk am before. We dey wait for you for front. We dey wait for you. Palmer is still not firing yet. They just a package Palmer with penalty they go. Package Palmer with penalty. He's somebody I like to see back in form because I love the way Palmer plays. I'm a big fan of Palmer, and he's just one of those players that push the Premier League forward in terms of quality. When you hear Palmer, you just hear quality. There are so many players in the league that push the league forward. When a player like Palmer is not in form, it's not a good sight to see. Even though he's playing for Chelsea, and I don't want Chelsea to play well, but these are the kind of players that help the league, give the league a good face, because we have qualities like that in the league. And Kopama is one person I would love to see play good football. Is the way he creates, the way he dribbles, his one touch dribble. There's this one touch dribble Kopama does, very, very beautiful to see, and he's passing into the net. Kopama fit just hold the ball like this for front of just outside the 18 box. He go just pass and enter the net. That is quality. That is not luck. He has done it over and over again. Imagine doing that to Donnarumma. Donnarumma, of all people, that makes a lot of good save. He just pass the ball and enter the post. So he's a very quality player. I like to see him firing again, not penalties. I like to see him playing as the playmaker for Chelsea again, as that good playmaker, that quality playmaker for Chelsea. I like to see it, even though I don't like to see Chelsea move forward, but it's beautiful to watch at the same time. He can play good football and Chelsea not doing well. It happen. Bruno, they play good football. Man. Even his first season at Chelsea, he played good football and Chelsea were not doing well. Chelsea, I know they wish on her well, but me Palmer see they play well small, me see they play well. And this coach will they wait for you. I know you will beat Pafos. Obviously. At least Pavos supposed to collect 4. Maybe like say you good. Make Chelsea fans they believe you. Pavos supposed to collect at least 4. So when I collect 4 now, office okay, Liam Rosenio is the guy. Maresca should go. Liam Rosenio is the guy that will get us to the places we want to get. Don't worry. Don't worry. We they wait for our front. Liam, we they wait for you. No worry. All this time, not time. We just that's how the league be. They go welcome you first. You go be like say you sabi. Then when time reach, they go knock you. Then you understand, say, I say this league tough. Look at Donnarumma against Manchester United on Saturday, that Premier League game. Donnarumma lie down for ground, pass a pregnant woman, we don't tire. At ground, he just dey wetin be name Bruno Fernandes, he like that for ground. What's his name? Ahmad, he like that for ground. Casemiro, the one he say he like, na so he just dey like that. Now you see na keeper work to like that for ground. How many times my keeper like that for ground for that game? How many times? Me Man City defend well, but it's not Man City we're talking about. Talking about Chelsea, and Chelsea should be beating Park for at least 4-0 for me. Park was not supposed to score, but you know as Chelsea defense be very very shaky. They are still yet to get their best centre back pairing. Sometimes Cole and the other and Chaloba, sometimes Chaloba and Badiashile, sometimes Chaloba and what's this other guy's name again? Fofana, sometimes Fofana and Shea too. They still, what I think Chelsea needs is to get that centre back pairing that is best for them and rotate the squad. Shey get once they start rotating that center, now their back now be Chelsea main problem, because if not, Chelsea creates lots of chances in front of goal and they score lots of goals too. They have good goal difference in the league. They have at least 12 goal difference in the league. So they dey score lots of goals this season, and if they defended better, I feel like they would have been probably in second position by now in the league, or close to City, rather than being in sixth or seventh position that they are. But like I said, Chelsea will beat Pafos. I feel like the game will end 4-0. But if Pafos score, because Chelsea defense too. But I feel like Chelsea should be winning this game 4-0. And that's it for the Champions League Match Day 7 preview. If you love football, you will love softball media. And if you love softball media, you'll keep coming back here. See you again next time. And don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe. And turn on the notification button so you can watch all our videos immediately we drop them. Thank you.